Basically, there are a lot of models I have made over the years, and a lot of them I happen to love still to this day. But there is one engine I do plan to make in future, one that has not been introduced to the public as much. He appeared in one channel, but basically that was it. But I plan to re-add him back into a different channel, which is mine, once I make the model, of course. So allow me to introduce and tell you all of a certain Class 08 shunting diesel, a kind-hearted one just like Paxton. This is the story of a Dinosafari Diesel named Dino. Now, before I begin telling you his story and stuff, let me tell you the origins of him. A long time ago, back when I first joined the community and talked to my friends online, my first online friend, and still to this day, is my friend Michael Hogg, also known as Don Engine 59, and he also goes by another name, which a lot of you might know that are on YouTube. I don't really remember that name very well, but he does do a lot of live streaming on Twitch and stuff. Both links will be in the description. But yeah, me and Michael have been good friends, and in fact he was my first friend online, and we are still friends to this day. We don't talk as much as we used to, but mostly because we've both been busy, which I can understand. But basically, he had a model that I happen to like a lot, and one that I wish I had. But I couldn't find one online, even on eBay. It's so hard to find and so rare, it's hard to find anywhere. Heck, I even tried looking on the eBay in the UK area. I couldn't find it there either. So, I decided to come up with an HO model of him. I'm going to use a Class 08 Bachmann Diesel. It doesn't matter if I use the grumpy or the happy, it doesn't matter in my opinion. But yeah, and the face I might use is a Tomy Trackmaster Paxton. Just give it a few updates here and there. But yeah, I do plan to make him eventually. Now, going back to Michael for a bit, he does have this model, and the face he used on it, as you see in this picture, he used an old Trackmaster Mavis face. And in the beginning, it was fine because because at that time he didn't have Paxton. Plus, we knew nothing about. Plus, we were kind of new to customizing in the beginning. Not like we are now. Well, mostly me. Michael has not done anything with his models for a while. So I decided to make my own dinos since I couldn't find my own Hornby one, which is going to be hard to find nowadays. So I'm going to make my own. So yeah, that's my future coming up. When I'll make him, I have no idea. But it'll be coming soon. But now, let me tell you a story about him. And no, not a story like a full Thomas story. More like, what's he gonna do? And how they got the Sodor. Basically, how I got the Sodor is kind of unknown for now. If anyone has any ideas, just let me know. Basically, when Dino first came to Sodor, basically, well, it's not gonna be like how my first. It's not like how my first story, Friendly Blue, is gonna be when Andrew came to Sodor for the first time and got picked on by Gordon, James, and the Scottish Twins. Far from that. When Dino first comes to Sodor, basically he arrives at the Diesel Works to get checked over to make sure he didn't sustain any damage along the journey. Well, it's kind of like a little checkup from Dead and Dark. Diesel rolls up to him, and well, since he's a Class 08 shunter like him, he thought he would like to cause mischief. But by his surprise, he was kind and friendly like Paxton and Sydney, minus the, well, short-term memory loss. But anyway, basically, Dino really loves Dino really likes steam engines, but the one thing he loves more than anything is dinosaurs. He loves talking about dinosaurs. His brain is on dinosaurs. Well, if it just had brains. I think they do because they're engines. Anyway, basically, the Dino works for a while in different parts of the area. But when an opportunity came, he was sent to Allstate Castle to work with the Earl of Sodor and Stephen, Glyn, and Millie to work at the to work at the Dino Park. At the dinosaur park at Allstate Castle. So basically, most likely he'd be given tour guides and explain things of how Diesels roamed the Earth millions of years ago, and a few other things. But other times you'll also see him as an engine that works on along the other parts of the railway, hauling trucks and stuff in case there's no other engines available. Dino doesn't mind this kind of work. He's a very kind engine, and he gets along with everyone. Though, to be honest, the one engine that really has a grudge against anything, including Diesels, is probably James. Well, then let's face it, James pretty much hates everything, including Diesels. But that's James for you. But yeah, that's basically the story of Dino. When will a full story be made for his introduction, and will he be appearing in my series? I have no idea. But all I know is I do plan to make him, and when the time comes, there'll be a picture of him on my DA page, and maybe on Twitter as well. So yeah, my advice, just keep an eye out for that, okay? But basically, yeah, all I can say is that's basically the story of Dino. And again, Dino was originally made by both me and Michael. So yeah, we're both happy to be part of something big like this, and we're both happy to bring back I'm happy to bring back a character that I liked a lot, and one who didn't have much introduction in the old series. Basically because I think that series is kind of canceled these days due to the fact Michael's kind of busy with other things, including his own streams, his work. I mean, he still loves model railroads and acting. Don't get me wrong. He'll still act for me for a while. Like, he'll still voice the narrator and perhaps Henry. But just in case, I'll have a backup narrator and probably a backup Henry as well. I may have a few ideas on who to ask, but until then, yeah. And don't start bugging or asking, oh, can I do the narrator and Henry, be the backup and all? I'll figure that out on my own. So yeah, basically, those are the stories of Dino, believe it or not. And if you guys have any more ideas on the story of Dino, like story ideas and stuff, just let me know in the comments, or my friends will let me know in calls, and we'll probably work on a script together. And hopefully, in time, things will get better. So yeah, that's basically it, folks. So yeah, that's basically the story of Dino. So yeah. All I can say is thank you so much, and I hope to see you all again soon. Thank you for listening, folks, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye, everyone.